How's it going, lads? Nanaimo here. Back to share you with something that I'm really excited about. One of my first collecting goals when I first started this little collecting journey was to get every Persona game. I played through Persona 5 and loved it, and I thought, I won't play through the rest, and owning them physically would be cool. I didn't realize how difficult that might be because I didn't realize the price of some of the games, but I'm happy to say that today I've officially completed the Persona collection. I wanted to go through everything and share it with you. Obviously, first things first, we got the two PlayStation 1 games, Persona 1, or Revelations Persona, and Persona 2, Eternal Punishment. So Revelations Persona, obviously the first game released, kind of different from the rest of the series when everyone talks about, but, you know, it's what kickstarted here in America for sure. My copy is complete. I had a copy, I was missing the manual earlier that I found for a great price, but with the stimulus check, I was like, you know what, I really want the manual. Like, the second I got it and was missing that, I was like bummed out, so I picked that up. Then Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is actually the second Persona 2 game, which is a little confusing. They're kind of their own stories, but they're also not. It's kind of weird. This was probably my greatest find in this collection. I got this at GameStop for only $60. Someone had traded this copy in, and this thing is pretty mint. Like, the outer shell looks like, you know, someone bought it and stored it, but it's complete. Has both discs. The manual look great. Like, the manual looks untouched, brand new. Discs are perfect condition. I think very minor scratches on one. I'm not sure who traded this game into GameStop, but I am very thankful they did because I was able to find it. I was actually just at my GameStop browsing the DS games, and they have their little defective/retro bin they ship off the warehouse. And I looked at the cover of this on eBay enough that I just saw this face, and it's like, that's it. And I had them dig it out, and I was able to buy it. Next up, we got the Persona games on PS3. There's Persona 3, which I have the special edition of, and the FES, which is Atlas likes to kind of re-release the games with extra content. They've done with 3, 4, and 5. The one of 3 has the soundtrack, which I love. I have all the soundtracks on my phone. I listen to them like every day. It's pretty great. Both of these I got at the retro game store in town. Someone just traded them in when I was first starting collecting and going there a bit, and you know, the day I saw them, I bought them pretty much. And yeah, I think he said he only had them there for a day. Any Atlas games that owner got, I bought up. The manual for Persona 3 FES is not in great condition. It's a little water damage, but other than that, it's fine. Yeah. This one I need to play. I'm working on playing through them. I'm finishing up Royal right now, and I will probably work my way backwards from that. So I'll probably do Golden, then 3. Yeah, we'll get through that. And then also on PS2, there's Persona 4, which I mentioned. This is kind of the first game that, I don't know, everyone I talked to, this is the first one they played. Seems like everyone either started with 4 or 5. I know there's people that start with other ones, just the people I've talked to, those are the 2 games people know about. This one also has the soundtrack, which I love, so, and I don't think there's ever a special edition for 4. I could be wrong about that, though. Please let me know if you know of one. Then we get into the PSP games, which I have all 3. Persona 1, Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and Persona 3 Portable. These are all pretty neat. Portable is one of these that has a ton of content when people talk about. They allow you to play as a female protagonist for the only time in the series, which switches up the game quite a bit. So, for other ones, you could probably justify owning one or the other, but Portable is kind of its own experience for that regard. So, not easy game to find, kind of pricey, but probably worth it. And both of these, 1 and 2, have soundtrack bundles, which I was able to track down. I just got them off of eBay, I believe. These are actually not too expensive. Usually like 60 to 80, which 80 is kind of high, but for like a special edition of the soundtrack, it's not a bad value. And yeah, nothing too special about these. Soundtracks are great though. The first one is an insane 2-disc soundtrack, and Innocent Sin. This has a few songs. It's not bad. It is so weird that Persona 2, like, you need 2 different consoles to play through, and yeah, like, we got the re-release of Innocent Sin, we didn't get the original one, and we didn't get the re-release of Eternal Punishment. Just kind of strange how this game was localized. Then there was a last Persona game, obviously, is Persona 5. I got Persona, like a PS3 version that I found at Walmart, so it's factory sealed. I haven't opened this one because I'm gonna play this game on the PS4. I've already done that, so I don't really feel a need to open this one. I just want it for the collection. Persona 5 is definitely, it's the first game I played, and the first one that got me really started on this pretty much collecting journey. I pretty much just played Nintendo games, and even pretty much only Smash Bros. At that. And for some reason, I decided to get a PS4. I think it was for fighting games at the time, because I was kind of dabbling in them. And then I heard people just talk about this game, so I ordered it, played it for a bit, and then I took a year break. I just didn't get into it. And then it's actually when Joker was announced for Smash that I was like, hey, I own this game. Let's play through it. And I fell in love. Like, this game, oh, it was so good. It absolutely changed me. So, I also own the collector's edition of Persona 5. This one has the Steelbook soundtrack, which is great. Some other fun things. It's kind of weird that I own 2 copies of the same game, but this is my original copy of playthrough, and I don't really want to get rid of that. And I want to keep the Steelbook on this one so it's complete. So this is like the only case where I'm going to own multiple copies of the same game. I'm trying not to do that. So 3 copies of the same game, technically. One more I forgot to show. On the Vita, there is Persona 4 Golden, and I got the Solid Gold Premium Edition. Box is not in great shape. It's got some wear and some crushes, but overall, it's not bad condition. Yeah. I just had the game loose. I didn't even realize this collection system existed until a few months ago, and I was like, oh, if I want to go for the complete set, I feel like I've got both the collector's editions, so I probably should just get this last one. So I got it. It's kind of expensive. It's really hard to find a used copy. I ended up just finding a new copy and opening it, which is kind of a little waste of money, but I had the game open already, and the game inside was also sealed, so I'm going to sell that and recoup a decent chunk of the cost. So that's a method to justify it. So this is probably the game I play next, as I finish with Royal. I might take a break and play some other games before I get back in the Persona series, but either way, it's fun to have. And lastly, we have Persona 5 Royal, which, of course, I have the collector's edition. The day this was announced, I pre-ordered it at GameStop. Was able to pick it up actually a day early, because GameStop kind of just released it early due to quarantine reasons. So I got that, and I put in like 70 hours the first week. I played so much, and I kind of burnt myself out. That's why I still haven't finished the game. I have like 10 hours left of the game, maybe. So by the end of this week, I should finish. This one, yeah, it has the soundtrack, has the mask, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to take that out and display it, but I feel like the more I use this thing as the collector's editions, the more chances I have to break them or lose them. So I'll probably just keep it in here. But yeah, much more. I like the design of this box a lot better than the 5 special edition. That one's just so big and bulky, it's hard to store almost. But this one, a lot more smaller and sleek. Even this little slip cover is nice. Now, I was just saying, that's all the mainline games, but do you have the spin-offs? And if the answer is, of course, obviously. I have the Persona 4 Dancing All Night and 5-3 Endless Night Collection. Why am I so bad holding the camera? This I got like a few months ago, or almost like half a year ago, and it was going for about, I got it 60 brand new, and I realized now that price has kind of gone up. That's about what a used copy goes for. So I justified opening it, and again, I found a open copy of the game, and the copy inside is factory sealed, so doing the same thing and then selling that factory sealed one, and then keeping the open one for me to play. The spin-offs don't interest me a ton, but it's just, they're cool to have. Lots of bonuses. The soundtrack, I think, is in here as well, which is always fun. I should download that one and listen to it. And the 5-3 Endless Night Collection. This one I also got, actually just got on Amazon when I opened my, I can't remember when I got it, but it was on sale for a decent price at the time. And it's like, well, let's grab it. Oh yeah, I had a gift card, and I was like, let's just use this on that. Still haven't opened it because I haven't felt the need to play it yet, but if I ever do, I definitely will just open it. The special edition is kind of frowned upon in the community because it's the only way you can get Persona 4 Dancing All Night on your PS4, which is kind of a bummer. Also, like, they had like a ton of DLC that's really expensive, but for just the collecting standpoint, it doesn't really bother me that much. And lastly, there's the Persona 4 Arena games, which I own on both versions of. Yeah, I typically don't buy games on multiple platforms, except for the Atlas collection. If it's like they have a copy of both, I'm going to buy both. These I've heard are a ton of fun. I have friends at FGC that really enjoy playing these games. I'm not great into the fighting games, and Anime Fighters are like even a more higher stream, but they're still like pretty cool to have. My copies of Ultimax are both missing the manuals, unfortunately. I'm not sure if they came with manuals or if these are just missing. Every copy I've looked at online, I swear, doesn't have the manual, so I'm inclined to think these didn't ship with them, but I'm not sure of that fact for sure. My regular Persona 4 Arena ones do. And the cool thing about the 361, or not really the 361, but I have the soundtrack as well. And I just, it fits in the 360 case, so I just kind of keep it there. Wasn't really part of that of the game, but it was easy just to fit in the case. And I totally spaced this last time I was filming. So I did the video and uploaded a picture to the Metal Jesus Rocks group just to show it off. And it's quickly reminded that, hey, you forgot a side series. What about Persona Q? Thankfully, I do own this one already as well. I have the base game Persona Q and the special edition Persona Q2. So I guess if I did have like one more thing to get for the collection, it would be the special edition of Persona Q. But to be honest, this spin-off is my least favorite in the series. I tried playing through it. The gameplay style is just not really enjoyable for me. It's been a while since I tried it, so maybe I need to try it again to get back into it. But I guess it's something I could throw on to look for. But it's not one that I feel like I need the special edition for, because it's not, special to me, I guess is the way to put it. But I guess if I'm going for this complete set with all special editions, and yes, technically I do need this one, so I'm 99% complete. To be honest, I do space that these are technically Persona games all the time. I don't know why. Like, some of the difference of the gameplay just makes it like me think it's a different series in my head. But that's no excuse. But yes, I do own Persona Q as well. Mostly finished. Yeah, just wanted to add that in there before I put the video out, because that'd be silly. So there it is, guys. That is my main collection goal complete. This was the first thing I decided I wanted to do when I first started collecting, and obviously I'm going for the full Atlas style as well, and some other subsets like Kirby games and other ones in my childhood I really loved. But this was my main focus, and it feels strange to have completed that. Like, I keep wanting to find out there's a special edition or something that I'm missing, or possibly track down the Persona 4 or 5 variants again, which I used to have every copy, the greatest hits, the steelbook base game. But I think I'm kind of going to be satisfied on this for a bit. What am my main for my next main focus, I'm not sure yet. I might pick another Atlas style to go for, or I might switch it up, go for some like other RPGs that is different series that I want to play but just can't seem to find. Anyways, guys, I thought that you'd enjoy seeing that. If you did, let me know. If not, let me know why in the comments below. And yeah, sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy retro stuff, all that jazz. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.